to reduce or to bring to a pure state. So the refining, he said, but not as silver, because the process of silver is literally being burnt up, right, and being down, right. But the process we being brought down through is through the chastisement, or the restrictions of the world, you know, the burdens. You can't move as people in the world with your families and stuff like that. That the Most High is really doing a refining to bring us back to a pure state, because if we do that, we're gonna bring them to all the worldly events that everybody else do.
Hey, like John Morant. John Morant think he a regular nigga in the world. You know what I'm saying? Hey, like we can't go out here and do what the Most High is trying to give us a crown. You know, we storing our riches up in the kingdom of heaven. We can't go out here now, because we're gonna lose that. You know? But John Morant, you know, you out here being NBA dumb boy. Everybody calling NBA goddamn dumb boy. You know? That's like us going out here just being all regular degular. When we got all these riches that brothers done put years and working. What do you think the Lord going to do? He's going to take it and give it to somebody else. So we can't go out here and do everything what everybody else doing, man. You know? And we can sit up there and say the Lord's is not fair. You're right. Oh, you're right. It is not fair. But at the same time, you got to know your worth. You got to know your worth, bro. You know? You flashing guns like you going through the struggle.
That's not a pure state of Israel. That's a created player, a nigga. You know, Esau created that by South Central Juice in the Hood. That's the commonest image of that he created of a nigga with the crack era. He formulated that. You know, tattoos.
You making $200 million. You out here putting guns to your head. What the Most High make y'all hit a bump and boom, blow your shit out on Instagram Live. You know?
Because they feel it.
And that would have been a judgment for them. That would have been beautiful. That would have shook everybody up.
That's for the NBA too. That would have shook them up.
Memphis would have lost millions.
That's a bad look.
Go ahead.
Finishing off.
Oh, pretty far off. You gonna say?
Yeah, because they feel them make it because you said them that corruptible crown, you know? All of them chasing that corruptible crown because they have money now. You think you can do what they do now, all of them fellas, them chasing that corruptible crown. I'm saying that all he's had to offer them. I'm saying with the money and that they feel the cap right there. I'm saying?
Finishing off Isaiah 48:10. Behold, I have refined thee, but not with silver. I have chosen thee in the furnace of affliction. Like the priest was talking about. Hey, that's what the Lord is choosing people at. He's choosing you when you catching your affliction. You know? The Most High is not choosing the ones who's not catching the affliction. So, you know, you got to figure out who's in the pot is the ones who he called to be chosen. You in the pot, then the Most High is choosing you. And like you said, Priest Rob, the Most High putting you through it, right? So if he putting you through it, that's because he choosing you.
That's right.
You know,
and that's how you can look at it. Don't look at it like, oh, woe is me. My life is over. I ain't shit. You know, cut that. That's that weak spirit, man. You know? Satan ain't gonna feel sorry for you with that attitude. He gonna say, I got him. I got him right when I want to. Curse him. Out this tire. Go ahead, kill his brother. Do everything now. Blow up his car. Do it. You know? Give him a ticket, speeding ticket. Next nigga. Fuck him up. Bills. You know? Jake be waking up. He saw fuck bills.
I ain't like a motherfucker. They get bugged out, yo.
They bugged out. Next day, now you back in the world trying to sell drugs. Credit card scam. Now you just like the dudes that you was preaching against. You know? You trying to come up with different scams and way to make extra money.
My man right here. That nigga still scamming, bro. I got this.
Still trying to figure it out like
$100 and turn it $5. He be you got doing this.
Back in the day, I used to know Alpo. We used to get it in now. I'm trying to
look this nigga. I gave
that nigga still stuck. Alright, all you gotta do is transfer it over.
5,000.
I tell you, they gotta turn that shit into 10.
But that's what Esau wants you to do. Esau wants you to become like them. It was this correction officer, right? He's in the jail. Demonic demons, black demons, Satanites. These niggas throw shit and piss on him. He get upset. He cock his own shit, piss, and throw it back on them. And he got in trouble. And then you know what he said? He said, I lost myself. And he said, yo, you been suspended. You know, because you can't do what they do.
Right.
They can do this for you. They can do a nice concoction of devil juice. And you see that article I put in the group chat? You see that article?
I commented on it.
Yeah, he said he made his own concoction and caught the dude. Yeah, correction officer in Rikers, man. He went crazy. You know, hey, but you gotta keep your composure.
That's why you need that Holy Spirit, man. Because if not,
of the Most
You gotta find another way to get that brother.
you can't fight evil with evil.
Put that dude in a 4, if he blood, put him in an H2 tray, put that nigga in a fucking Jason Disciple house.
32 of them niggas just got locked up.
Yeah,
Put them
put him up in there with Chef G and them dudes. You know, that's how you get them dudes back, man.
The spiritual.
But you can't do whatever, you can't do what they do, bro. Yeah.
You know, I'm saying that's spiritual though, because that's the same thing now. That's why the Lord saying you're going to speed up the time. Because if not, if you're always around those inmates, soon you're going to become like them.
Yeah, man.
That's what I'm saying. That's exactly what that was.
Yeah, you're gonna start being grimy.
Exactly.
I got you, my dude.
Bring some cigarettes. Do this, do that. You know what I'm saying? You're going to do the same shit. You're going to be doing the same exact thing. Sodomite activities you see now. You know what I'm saying? They got their pants
You gonna start talking like them?
Yeah.
Yo.
Stay on the spot.
Like, yo, that's not it, bro.
Who's a crip?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
This is why this is needed, Rafan, to bring you back to your pure state.
Yeah.
Right.
Verse 11, for mine own sake. So
Wow.
that's not your life.
Wow.
The Most High took your life from you. All
Took
your
it.
Goliath
Wow.
plans, the Most High boiled that shit up and threw you in a pot. And you here boiling. What about my plans? Nigga, this is my plans. I made you for my plans, not for your plans. That's a fact. And he said, for my own sake. Even for my own sake will I do it. He like, yo, this is what I wanted to do. But how should my name be polluted? And why is he doing it? Because he has a company to represent. His name is Yahweh Bashir Yahushua.
Right.
And
Yeah, but Preacher Lot called him out earlier.
Yeah.
Little Cali fish.
Oh, look at this nigga.
You can
See?
tell him. You can
He
see
right
when he
out.
You can see when he You can see when he
right
walked
out.
out.
Nigga look like a regular nigga.
Yeah, the pants, but you can tell when he walked
tell,
out.
you know,
can tell.
nigga did a lot for it.
That's
He
what
did
they
it. He
say
did it
now.
again. He got a little bag. He got a little meal.
You know what I'm saying?
Being flex.
Let's go though.
Being
bro.
flex.
I'm saying he had.
Oh, nah, bro.
Being flex looking to the index for Big Buff. Yeah.
Yo, for my own sake, even for my own sake, will I do it. But how should my name be polluted? And I will not give my glory unto another. So it's not even for you. The Most High said, I'm giving my glory to Israel.
Right.
So I'm gonna take you, refine your ass, throw you in the pot, chastise you, turn you into a whole Israelite, a prince of the power.
Right.
Because you gotta represent my name.
Right.
You know?
Right.
Yeah. See, you know,
Yeah.
he didn't get choked, but he might get, the Most High might throw him in the pot.
Yeah.
That was it.
That was it? What you got?
I got.
Yep.
Yeah, we
got-
got.
We got Philippians 2:12. It says, wherefore, my beloved, as ye have always obeyed, not as in my presence only.
Yeah, so we're not out here just doing things. That's one thing. One scripture I remember reading when I learned about the apostles, man. Like, you know, you learn from the apostles, Apostle Tar, Apostle Ramla, Apostle Gabar. Hey, but then, hey, you take it, go preach it, man. You don't got to be all up under men. You know what to do. You know how to read. You know right from wrong. You know? No, we're not just doing things to impress men and while you in their face. You know?
Right.
It's how we live our life every day.
Right.
Every minute of the day.
Right,
You know?
right.
Everybody know I'm an Israelite in my family. Anybody that's in my phone besides like my work, I keep that separate. Everybody know I'm an Israelite.
Even at the job you work, they know you're different.
Yeah.
Your music.
They're trying to figure you out.
Yeah, they're trying to figure you out, like something peculiar with you. You're not showing up to all the events.
Right.
You know what I mean? You know, like your conversation, you got your bid, like, yo, what's
You're not gossiping with the rest of the
You're not gossiping. Right. Even if you talk about ball and basketball, you got your out view is different than the world when they be like situation with Ja Morant. You're like, yo, but what about this? Yeah. You know, they're like,
We got Philippians 2:12. Wherefore, my beloved, as ye have always obeyed, not as in my presence only,
Right.
but now much more in my absence.
Right.
Work out your own salvation with fear and trembling. And that's heavy, man, too, because that's also a reincarnation scripture right there, man.
Because it says what? Not in my presence only. Meaning what? Even right now, in what, 2023? Guess what? Yahweh Shah is not physically here. And he said always obey, so your work followed you, man. You know what I'm saying?
Paul wrote that.
Paul, come. You know what I'm saying? Oh, yeah, I see what you're saying.
I never looked at it like that.
You know, I see what you're saying.
Not in my presence only. That's heavy.
I see what you're saying, though. You're right.
Because some people could say that, well, he's talking about people from Philippi that wasn't around Paul, but I could also see it through reincarnation also.
Good Holy Spirit. It says, finishing off, it says, work out your own salvation with fear and trembling. Yeah, land back in what brothers are saying. Guess what? The Lord put you in that pot to boil, man, to get what? Those impurities off of you. But you got to go through your own trial. Right? Every brother has their own trial they got to go through. You know what I'm saying? To receive that crown. Because guess what? The whole 4 elect is going to receive an individual crown.
Right. Yeah, yes,
you know what I'm saying? It's not off the back of somebody else. You got to go through that narrow pathway so you can receive your crown, man.
Right.
You know?
Right.
That was it on 12.
That's it right there.
Done.
I got Luke 18:7.
We go back to that Wisdom of Solomon that you had. Wisdom of Solomon? 2, yeah.
Luke 18:12. Luke 18:7. And shall not the Most High avenge his own elect, which cry day and night unto him, though he bear long with them? Verse 8. I tell you that he will avenge them speedily. Nevertheless, when the Son of Man cometh, shall he find faith on the earth.
Wow. At the end of the day, that's what the Lord's looking for.
For faith, yo.
The Lord ain't looking for dudes because they got Teslas and multi. No, the Lord looking for dudes that got faith, man. That's what the Lord wants. Faith in what? Not faith in him. You know, Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai.
Right.
Good.
That was it on
That was it, Con?
Yeah.
Back to Wisdom of Solomon?
Can I bring out something real quick?
I'll read it. Which one we get?
Based on the same concept. 2 Maccabees. 2 Maccabees. 2nd chapter.
I got it.
Start from, let's see, 23.
2 Maccabees 2:23. All these things I say, being declared by Jason of Serene in 5 books, we will essay to abridge in 1 volume.
So this is Jason of Serene speaking about all these things, right? He's going to say it in 1 volume, right? Together, right?
Verse 24. For considering the infinite number and the difficulty which they find that desire to look into the narration of the story for the variety of the matter.
Because now they're talking about concerning what happened with Judas Maccabeus and all the stories and the things that had happened and the things that Israel had endured, right? Now Jason is giving you, he's explaining it, right? Go ahead.
Verse 25. We have been careful that they that will read may have delight, and that they that are desirous to commit to memory might have ease, and that all into whose hands it comes might have profit.
See? We have been delight. So, hey, when you read these things, you're supposed to have ease, bring into remembrance the things that you went through, the things that the prophets went through, so that we can profit from this, right? Go ahead.
And also, this is supposed to ease your life, you know, and let you know you ain't the only person going through these things, bro. Man. You know, it's a lot of men that had to do certain things. Like when you read about King David, he had to play crazy. You know, every time you gotta know how to use wisdom. Every day ain't gonna be a galactical, I'm King David. Right. Sometimes you gotta know when to play possum.
Yes.
Right. You know? That's King David. That was King David having to understand, I can't, let me get up out this situation. So you gotta know when to have a balance in your movement, you know? Every day you might have to trim your beard. You might gotta trim your beard to go into an interview. You know? Don't let that demon get what you like. Man, nigga, you getting weak, man. You know, sometimes you gotta know how to play. You know, was King David going off when he was acting crazy? You know? Verse 26. Therefore to us that have taken upon us this painful labor of abridging, it was not easy, but a matter of sweat and watching.
There you go. That painful labor they was taking. It wasn't easy. Right? So it's letting you know that pain that they was going through and what the other prophets went through. And they understand that you got to go back into the scriptures, see the acts that the prophets have done, and also relate it, you know?
Oh, wait. What?
Huh? No, you, brother, you got something on your back. Oh, it's a lot.
Oh, that's a grasshopper.
Grasshopper.
No, what that is, I don't know. Go on.
Look at your shirt.
Oh, okay.
They fly?
I don't know what that is.
It's not a grasshopper.
Fucking funky.
That's a bug.
There you got it.
I heard it hit.
It's right there. Yeah, right there on America.
Yeah.
That's
Let me finish reading. It says, even as it no ease unto him that prepareth a banquet and seeketh the benefit of others, yet for the pleasure of many we will undertake gladly this great pain.
There you go. Now we was talking about how the pain is good to go through, right? So for the pleasure of many, they say, what? We're going to undertake these great pains. So
what he's saying was he had to get the story correct. You know, when you read about what happened in the book of Maccabees, he had to get it correct. You know, they put a lot of work in picking the bones out, laboring. No, this ain't, hell no, they ain't, we're going to put this together the right way. You know, like somebody preparing a banquet. Because this truth is food. It's food. You know, it make you think. You know, and it's not for your benefit. When you do a banquet or you do a dinner, it's for the benefits of others. So they could eat the food. You know? Later on, later on, you know? So the Jason Cyrene was a good brother to pick out all the fake bullshit and the bones and put together, the books the right way. When you read about the Maccabees and telling the story correctly.
That was it.
It says, I'm going to keep reading. Yeah. It says, verse 28, it says, leaving to the author the exact handling of every particular and laboring to follow the rules of an abridgment. Right. Whereas the master builder of a new house must care for the whole building, but he that undertaketh to set it out and paint it must seek out fit things for the adorning thereof. Even so, I think it is with us. So he's saying like, yo, Judas Maccabees and them, they created the house. Our job is to make sure the proper painting and the interior of it, which is just as much important as the building.
Oh, wow, powerful, because that's like the prophets that prophesied on things back then, and they didn't see the RFID microchip, but they prophesied saying that, oh, it's a mark. Anybody that take it, they can't buy and sell with it. Now the apostles are great.
And link it to the technology because the technology wasn't around back then. So the house was built. Hey, but when you go to somebody's house, it don't really have no value. You go inside, it can look like shit. And I don't care how big the house is. So you had men that labored and painted. You had men that put accent walls. You had men that put mirrors. You had men that put marble tiles inside the house. You had men that put hardwood floors in the house. You had men that put pools in the backyard, you know? You know, these are men that help build a house, man.
They laid that blueprint first, that first foundation.
Which they both work hand in hand. It says, so Jason had to pick all the bones because back then, just like now, there's a lot of fake news, a lot of bullshit going on. You know, like right now, you don't know what's real. You might see a picture, LeBron James wore a pink dress. AI tech, you don't know what to believe. So it's like us, now, how we picking up now, man, that's all fake. Fake news, man. We not going to, we don't go into every topic that hit the news. You know, nah. It's bigger plays going on. You know?
Even in the Blue Letter Bible, you got to pick the bones out too. Like, you know what? Nah, they went off over here. You know, you correct it. You know.
I'm gonna finish reading. It says, to stand upon every point and go over things at large, and to be curious in particulars belonging to the first author of the story. So they read it and was like, hold up, that's why we don't read the book of Enoch, because it don't add up. It doesn't flow. You know, talking about Nephilims and aliens having sex, that don't flow, bro. So we know somewhere that book been tampered with. You know, somebody said, well, how do you know the Bible has been tampered with? Because it flows. When you read from Genesis to Revelations, the Apocrypha, in the middle of it, it flows.
Prophecy,
It has a consistent flow. It's not talking about no weirdo shit about aliens coming down having sex with, come on, bro. That don't even make no sense. You know? A lot of times, Jake be having itching ears. That's what they want to hear. Oh, aliens, all galactical. Oh, shoot, these are alien reptilians. Niggas be bugged out.
I was talking to one chick in the car. That nigga stuck on that alien shit, man.
Yeah.
Said,
Nigga be on their 10th blunt. Talking about aliens and reptilians and nothing. It don't flow. Nowhere in the scriptures an angel came down to have sex with anybody, bro. An angel probably challenged people, like Jacob, wrestled them. An angel ain't coming down to pop no women because they don't, like it says in Matthew, you err not knowing the scriptures.
Right.
They don't get into the stuff we get into. Right. You know? And I just like when you think about a man on earth, we don't get into the stuff that a fish get into.
Right.
We don't understand what make a fish happy. You see what I'm saying? That goldfish in your water tank, you can never understand what make them happy. That nigga probably see some food and be like, man, I ain't that shit. Fuck it. But you feel it like, yo, he needs some food. And the food might stay at the top for hours. You got this shit, nigga.
Send me back to the coral reef.
So you will never understand what goes on in a fish. Like when you look at a well, you know how a well dies?
On the belly, yeah, right?
A well dies drowning.
Drown.
It drowns. But a well comes up to breathe air. Because a well lives in the water, but he can't survive in the water. A well can swim in the water all day long, but he got to come up and he got to breathe. But then he can go down and hold his breath. But a well is really like we not in this world, but we live. A well is like us, bro. So we in the water, but we not supposed to be in the water. So when the well gets sick, he just fuck it, I'm gonna stay. He just pop his belly up and he dies. Because a fish could be in. That's his life support. He got to breathe he got to stay in the water. A well got to come up. That's why they got the hole on top. You know, because it actually breathes air. It actually breathes air. So it's like it's in the world of the water world, but it's not of the water world.
It's a mammal.
Yeah, and that's how you gotta look at you as being a person in this realm. Is that you live in the world, but you're not of the world.
Come back up for spiritual breath.
Yeah, a well is like that. You know? Is somebody put that precept? Yeah, that could be a sit down too.
Yeah, that's deep. I like that.
Okay. It says, you're in the world, or you're not of the world.
Oh, John 17, right?
Yeah, Second Maccabees 2:31. But to use brevity and avoid much laboring of the work is to be granted to him that will make an abridgment. Verse 32. Here then we will begin the story, only adding thus much to that which have been said, that it is foolish thing to make a long prologue and to be short in the story itself. So, you know, they really broke it down the way it's supposed to be broken down. You know?
I have one more after this precept.
Yeah.
Bring out that precept. Got it?
I think it's Saint. Let me read this one. Might be it. Saint John 17 and 11. And now I am no more in the world, but these are in the world. I come to thee, Holy Father. Keep through thy own name those whom thou hast given me, that they may be one as we are. Okay, this is it. Verse 15. I pray not that thou shouldest take them out of the world, but that thou shouldest keep them from the evil.
So a well can't get up out of the water world. Like when you read Hebrews, the first chapter, it said he had made many worlds.
That's crazy.
You know, but a well is technically he can't survive underwater for long.
No,
He got to come up and get air.
That's powerful. Yeah, that's brother than true. Verse 16. They are not of the world.
He's not of the water world.
Yeah.
Let me get that Hebrews 1, where it says he made the worlds with an S.
Yo, I never thought about that. Yeah.
You know, a well is not of, even though he be in the ocean all day, he's not of that. You know?
Wells of Yahweh Shah, bro.
Yeah.
It says, even as I am not of the world, sanctify them through thy truth. Thy word is truth.
Thy word is truth, man. Meaning the only thing that sanctifies us is the words of the Bible. Can somebody look at the word sanctify real quick? In the blue letter Bible. Real quick, look at the word sanctify. Come on, brother. Yeah. we sanctified through the truth, man, through the word, man.
You in Hebrews 1 and 2?
Yeah, but so you try one. Oh, we get two. We get two.
We got Hebrews 1 and 2. It says, have in these last days spoken unto us by his Son, whom he hath appointed heir of all things, by whom also he made the worlds.
With an S?
With an S.
With an S, he made the worlds. So you got the sea world, you got lion world, you got different worlds.
Yep.
You got Israel as a world.
Yep.
The Gentiles have their own world before they, it's multiple worlds out here, bro.
Right.
Yeah. And you know why it's heavy though? Because when you think about how the Most High made the fishes, bro, you got certain animals that's in the water that they really ain't supposed to be in the water.
Whale, dolphin.
Yeah.
You consider mammals.
Yeah, they gotta come up for air. Yeah, they got all come up for air. You know? But they can hold their breath not long.
The whales can't come out. They come up, but they can't come out like the seal. That whale is like us, like we subject. They just come up for the
Yeah, you see when they breathe, you see that shit come up.
They've
been holding their breath for a man long. You know? But when they die, they just
they go to the spirit, they come all the way up.
Yeah, then they suffer, and then they turn upside down, and then you see the whales eating them. I mean, the orchids and the sharks eating them. You know? They don't get cremated. You know? Yeah, man, you're gonna die right here. Everybody gonna feed off you. You know, just like you fed off everybody. Hey, man, and you look at the world, the Most High. Why would he make it a comparison in the earth? I mean, in the water. The way we live on the earth, if that makes sense. You know? Good.
That was it on that.
That's it. Powerful.
Sanctify.
Yes, sanctify.
To make holy. That is ceremonially.
So how we made holy? How does that ceremony? When you think about a ceremony, right? You think about a spiritual event. How are they made holy? When you read the Bible to somebody, that's spiritual, bro. That's not just like play. Niggas dropping on the floor, passing out. It's a real spiritual thing. You out here playing pranks on your congregation, being a goofball, you know? Yeah.
Ceremony, purify.
Consecrate mentally. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, how you purify. Like when you purify water, don't you gotta put it through a process? I think it's called osmosis. Right? Ain't that the purifying part?
Yep.
Am I correct?
Yep.
Right? You
That's
gotta
how they purify the
gotta
water.
purify water, man.
Yeah.
Right.
They can hold their breath for an hour and 30 minutes.
See what I'm saying? And they gotta come up.
That right there, I look at wells different. I look at this whole truth different with the wells. That's different.
Well, their lungs is crazy.
They gotta stay, and they can't.
They
come
subject
out.
to that.
They subject to that.
Subject to that.
But they come up and they gotta stay down there for hours.
Yeah.
Hunting for
And
food.
they come up and they say, but they subject to that shit. That's like
Dude's got iron lungs, bro. Dudes go up under. You can watch a whole movie with them. We can watch a whole hour and a half, 2 hour movie, and them dudes will still be in the water.
Yeah.
Come back up just for a quick little, get all that shit, suck it back in. They could go back down. You know?
They don't ever think like, damn, why we gotta keep going? They just do it, right?
They don't got, like, what you call that by the side of the sharks and the fishes that come out?
They got gills. They don't got
They
gills.
got gills.
They gotta come up. They gotta come up.
They got no gills.
But even now, that's a battle for them. Because they can't, they probably be looking at fishes and nigga be talking shit. That's why your ass can't be down here for going out there, bitch ass nigga.
And they be
I
hunting
know I
them
can
seals,
outrun
though.
you. You stay out here for an hour and a half, nigga, your ass gonna
So
give
that
up.
goes for the big whales and the killer whales.
Yeah, all wells, yeah. All the ones that got the joints at the top, they gotta come up and breathe.
Gotta calculate how far down it
But
can
they in
go.
the world, but they not of the world. So even within that, they not of the water world.
They suffocate the water, yo. They
Right.
just stay there, but
That's us,
Shit
bro.
different. That's not right. You see it, right? That shit different.
I pray that now take them out the world, but keep them from the evil.
Get that. Oh, you read that.
Yeah, that was it.
Oh, that was it? Okay.
Yep, I read it again. St. John 17 and 15. I pray not that thou shouldest take them out of the world, but that thou shouldest keep them from the evil. They are not of the world, They're not from this place. The wells, they're not really the water world, you know, but they subject to being there.
Right.
Even as I am not of the world, sanctify them through thy truth, and thy word is truth.
Right.
So we're the Most High. The words, the laws, the words separate.
To keep us holy, separate
from the other fishes. Because then we would drown.
Right.
It's like if the well just stay down there to be like another fish, it would just drown. They got to come up. We come up for the word, you know? That's powerful.
I got real quick. Romans 12, and I start at 1. Romans 12 and 1. I beseech you therefore, brethren, by the mercies of the Most High, that you present your bodies a living sacrifice.
Again, that's
what they doing. Like,
this is what separates us again. He said the word, because brothers' conversations are separate. You talk about John Morant. It's a different concept. And we literally are separated by the word. That's why everybody be like, yo, man, I hate the way y'all talk, because it's always different than what they saying.
Right.
That's how we able to tell we separate.
Yep.
Or you talk about this situation with Will Smith, it's different. You know what I mean? Than what the world is saying.
Right.
It's always totally different.
Yep.
And it's because you're separated by the truth.
Being sanctified and separate, being holy.
Right.
Right.
By that word.
Yep.
It's like it. Yeah.
I'll say it again, priest. Say it a little
Yeah,
louder
being
again.
sanctified, you gotta separate yourself, being holy, yo.
Right.
That make you holy.
The Lord gonna keep us safe with all these gunters,
Yeah.
all these killers, these Muslim niggas. The Lord, that's part of the challenge.
Yeah.
Is to be around that, just
Yeah.
like my son was around that.
That's right.
Right.
You know, Yahweh
right.
Shah had to deal with niggas, bro.
Right.
Yeah.
Yahweh Shah had to deal with white supremacy with the Romans.
Yeah.
Yahweh Shah had to deal with being accused.
Yeah.
He had to deal with all that.
Right.
And in order to be that marble, and we're going to be etched out into the image of Yahweh Shah.
Yep.
So you're going to have to go through that too.
That's right.
And don't think that you came here, even if the Lord do bless brothers with certain things, that don't mean that the Lord won't take it back again.
Exactly.
You know?
And when that happened, you ain't supposed to lose sorrow or a measure of faith. No. Still embrace the Most High. Keep that energy.
Right.
It says, the Most High, that you present your bodies a living sacrifice, holy, acceptable unto the Most High, which is your reasonable service. Right? Verse 2, and be not conformed to this world. So the world ain't trying to be conformed. It's over here like, you know what,
You would
let me go
die.
be a shark.
You would die if you
You're
do
gonna
that.
die. And that's why it says this world will destroy you. It's not your rest, depart. Like we was starting out with.
Even for him to live is a struggle.
Yeah.
Because sometimes you got to think about that too. Tactically, that's probably one of his weaknesses. The fact that he got to come up for that quick second. Somebody could take a sharp comment, bite his ass up. You know what I'm saying? That's a weakness that he got.
You still come and shoot him and up.
Yeah,
you
you
come
shoot,
and harpoon him.
Yeah, harpoon. Yep. He's more subject to be exposed.
Yeah.
You know, he's exposed to a lot more shit than the rest of the fishes.
Yeah.
You know, Esau always trying to kill whales for their blubber.
Yeah, you're right.
You know?
You're right.
So for that quick hour and a half, he got to come up. Esau, pow.
Yeah.
He uses blubber. Matter of fact, hey, can you do me a favor? What is whales used for in society?
Oil with the
Oil. I think it's for oil.
Oil.
Yeah. So look, the Lord gave him a weakness. He got as big as he is, he got to come up for that quick little second to breathe in, and that exposes him to a whole bunch of shit.
In the movie,
I think the whales used for blubber.
Yep, in the movie, after so he saw catching them for the brain cell, for the brain,
See?
a whole whale.
yeah.
He saw drilling up a hole and getting the brain, the marrow in the brain, so you can live longer in life, yo. So the Lord say,
The products harvested from commercial whaling included oil, baleen, and ambergris.
Ambergris. So check that out. So you don't always got to get oil from the earth. Most High made you get oil from a whale, bro. Ambergris. Hey, can you, what's ambergris? I've never even heard of that.
no, never heard that.
You know?
Yeah.
Ambergris.
So for that quick little breather he get, he's exposed, bro. The Esau want to track him, put tracking devices on his ass, RFID chip him. You know? Yeah.
It says ambergris, or gray amber, is a solid, waxy, flammable substance. It says of a dull, gray or blackish color, produced in the digestive system of sperm whales.
Damn.
Freshly produced ambergris has a marine fecal odor. It acquires a sweet, earthy scent
Fecal means shit. Fecal odor, again.
It acquires a sweet, earthy scent as it ages, commonly likened to the fragrance of isopropyl alcohol.
Okay, wow.
Without vaporous chemical astringency.
What is it used for? You guys think what it's used for?
It says found floating in the tropical seas and used in perfume manufacture.
So check that out.
Oh no, they take it out.
So the wells are used to make perfumes and colognes. Check that out. Check that out.
They gonna take them out.
It says also Americans depended on candles and oil-filled lamps to light their homes in years before electricity.
Check that out.
Yep. Wells provided the best oil and best candle wax for home illumination.
Check that out. See? You know? Yeah. And,
Like
that oil means understanding.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah.
Like at Romans 12 and 2, and be not conformed to
All Jake want to do is smoke weed and party, watch fights and chill, buy rose gold chains and go to the strip club and fuck off.
Yeah.
They don't understand what it takes to keep a society going.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like it, brother.
Now you good. Be not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind.
Yeah, be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind, man. You gotta renew your mind, bro.
Right.
Everything you learned that you thought life was about, once you come in this truth, you gotta, and that's bullshit.
Right. Shut
No.
that fuck you. Shut that all that fuck.
Yeah.
That ye may prove what is good and acceptable and perfect will of the Most High. So you gotta renew your mind, and when you renew your mind, you gotta get the mind of the Lord. So that's gonna prove what's acceptable. Why? Because the Lord's gonna, those that see you and those that know you, the flesh, oh wow, walking in a new light. Who gets reverence? Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. Because we all know we were subject to sin and subject to that darkness and that old mindset. You know? Verse 3, for I say, though the grace given unto me to every man that is among you, not to think of himself more highly than he ought to think, but to think soberly according as the Most High hath dealt to every man the measure of faith. Right? The Lord has given you that measure of faith, and it's come from Yahweh Hashem Yahushua.
That's right, man.
You know?
That's right, man. So fuck all that living life,
Right.
well, YOLO and living life fast.
Right.
Man, listen, man, go through the fire, man. Go through the fire, man. That's the only way you're gonna make it, man. Go through the fire, man.
That's right.
You know, even though we in the world, you gotta remember this is a challenge. Hey, when you think about it, Jake like to do all these challenges. This is a challenge. Life is a challenge, bro.
Yeah, it's the challenge of it.
A challenge, bro. You gotta be able to say, nah, man.
Challenge of righteousness.
I'm not conforming because my family think that's cool.
Right.
You gotta be able to say, be different.
Yeah.
Yo, that's not cool. We can't allow my cousin to still be a homosexual and be around these little kids.
Right.
There's not a little kid. Now, your parent might say, well, you know, love your cousin. This is your cousin's family. No, he's not family. He's family to Satan. He's family to sin.
Yeah.
Because now the little kids, they at the barbecue, looking at him voguing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then now your son going to be growing him up to be a damn child molester. Booty bandit. You know, so hey, man, part of this truth is you standing up for righteousness, man, no matter who it's coming from.
Right.
Like if I was to come at this brother and say, I got an idea, bro, how we can make a quick million. Let's go over here and steal some. Yo, I got a spot we can steal some from. That brother supposed to curse me the fuck out.
Right.
In 100 different languages. You know what I'm saying? Real talk.
Right.
Bring me to council. Yo, man, this brother talking crazy, man. What's up with this brother, man? You're supposed to get offended by that.
Right.
You don't let nobody make you be a nigga, bro.
Right.
You know?
That's it?
Yep. 1 Corinthians 5.
Yeah, 1 Corinthians 5.
Okay, 1 Corinthians 5 and 9. It says, I wrote unto you in an epistle, not to company with fornicators.
Right, so why you think Paul wrote these letters? He wrote these letters. Why? Because we are righteous men and women. Guess what? What's around us is a bunch of fornicators.
Yeah.
So these letters was written to not partake in that bullshit, man. Whether it be your family, your mother, whoever.
Yeah.
My mother told me I was stupid, bro. Now I ask her plain about her heart. I didn't let her change me and mom. All right, ma, I do it, mom. Right, no, right. You wrong. This not right. Go ahead.
Verse 10. Yet not altogether with the fornicators of this world, or with the covetous, or extortioners.
Extortioners. That's what we surrounded by. Right. We surrounded around all that madness, man. Right. You know, I think it's one scripture that says, if he would have stayed here, he became just like them.
Yep.
Yeah.
Or extortioners, or with idolaters. For then must ye needs go out of the world.
See? He said, yo, then that means that you gotta leave the world. Right. I wrote these letters for you to put you on the game and know what's going on. If that was, you might as well just leave the world. Because that's what you surrounded around.
Right. Yeah.
You know?
Right.
Yeah.
Verse 11. But now I have written unto you not to keep company. If any man that is called a brother be a fornicator.
Right. If you're a brother, you're a sister, she being a fornicator. Right. Yeah.
Or covetous, or an idolater, or a brawler, or a drunkard, or an extortioner, which such and one know not to eat.
He said, don't even eat with them. I don't care if they call themselves Israelite. Yo, we not unified like we know to be at unified camps. You can't link up with them.
Right.
I don't care what they talking about. This nigga telling you that he can wear hats. I'm not linking up with him. If this brother telling you, yo man, you don't gotta call the name of the Lord, I'm not linking up with you.
Right.
And that could be a man that read the Bible just like you.
Yeah.
How much more your dumbass family?
Right.
Yeah.
God.
Yeah. The Lord put you in situations where you could be the only one. Because trust me, when you go to family events, you're gonna be the only outspoken one.
Yep.
And everybody gonna take sides and be, see, look at him. Always look at him. You always starting shit, man. Yeah. Why you don't just play the game? Just go along with the flow. You know?
Always a party pooper. You can't just let it just slide.
No, Yahweh Shai lets shit slide.
Exactly. That is exactly.
Yeah. Hey, Yahweh Shai ain't let nothing slide.
Not
you know?
Perfect,
I had a dream. Got my brother coming. I had a dream. I just got out here and rebuked him. And I got into a fight with him. I had a crazy dream. I'm like, damn, man, I ain't gonna hold back in this. I was trying to this high. Let me play the game. But yo, I already know, man. You gonna get at them, man. It's tough.
Yeah.
It says, verse 12. For what have I to do? Read that again, verse 12. For what have I to do to judge them also that are without?
Right. He said, pretty much, what is my business? I'm about to judge people outside the church. Yeah.
Do not ye judge them that are written?
I'm not going to judge them that's on the inside of the church. We judging people on the outside. How much more inside the church? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah.
Verse 13. But them that are without, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua judgeth.
Right, the Lord going to judge, God.
Therefore put away from among yourselves that wicked person.
See? So even inside the church, yo, get them dudes out of here.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Kick a brother out.
Right.
Hey, Sakari, what happened to Sakari? Sakari got kicked out of Great Millstone.
Right.
Sakari came up under Great Millstone, but he was being a demon, wilding out, spazzing out, going crazy, and the elders kicked him out.
Right.
So the same rules apply now.
That's right.
You know?
God.
You know? Hey, 9 to about 10, we're gonna be surrounded around gunters, man.
Yeah.
But that don't mean that we gotta play nice all the time, bro.
Right.
You know? I saw that. Come on. Anybody want up
All right, Wisdom of Solomon,
yeah,
right?
Wisdom of Solomon.
Wisdom of Solomon 4 and 11.
Wrap it up.
Yea, speedily was he taken away, lest that wickedness should alter his understanding, or deceit beguile his soul. Yeah, because eventually you're around that world all day, like the priest was saying, you gonna think you an inmate.
Right.
You know, so if you around this world, you're gonna conform. You know, like if you stay here too long.
Yeah, and that's even going around those, that crowd, those type of niggas, them gunters. You not exotic where it's like, my shield is here.
Nah, it's gonna
It's gonna rub on because the flesh is so weak. It's gonna, the flesh is weak.
Yeah.
No matter how clean you have a clean mindset, you like to take a shower, jump in the fucking pool of motor oil, you gonna come out with motor oil on your body.
You could be in a club, dancing with some girl, you see some two lesbians there, got a nice body, next thing you know, you dancing with both of them. You know, you up in the spot, both sides.
Exactly.
Everybody, gas you up, you out the Lord, like, yo, what the fuck is wrong with you? Dancing with a lesbian, what the fuck wrong with you?
1 second, you just
Say your mind, you like, man, she not a faggot, she not bugged. She bugged out.
Exactly.
You dancing with two lesbians in the club. Okay.
Right.
Just bugged out.
be around it all day, you start justifying it. Well, it's not too bad. Work with the
That's wicked.
Doing the stinky leg in the Bulldogs Club.
Nah, not the Bulldog. I'm saying like you in the club, a regular club, and then you might see some females. But you know them females is living a perverse life. They got the bullhorn nose ring. They looking kind of freaky. And you up in there dancing with them, you know that ain't right, bro. You know? That's why it says the person that goes around pitch becomes pitch themselves. You know? Yeah.
Yeah, that's it right there. What the scriptures say. Lest he taken away, this is the thing that's gonna happen unto you. You know,
gonna lose your senses.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I got.
This is topic you're speaking about. This is Hosea 10, verse 12. It said, "Sow to yourself in righteousness, and reap mercy, and break up your hollow ground."
That's heavy, brother. It says sow. It says sow to yourself in righteousness. So that means what? That's a sowing process, man. So you got to be around that. Which means what? You got to be around righteous. You got to be around righteous individuals to even receive that, man. You know what I'm saying? You can't sow up a wicked. You can't sow up a wicked fabric, then be saying to yourself, "Damn, how am I becoming like that?" No, it says sow to yourself in righteousness. You got to be around the entity, man. Amos 3:3. How can two walk together unless we agree? You got to be around.
And reap in mercy. Break up thy hollow ground. Be in your mind. Don't come to this world. You think of this world, you know what I'm saying? Only stuff of this world, you gotta break up the hollow ground, yo. Stop trying to go to this world. You know what I'm saying? But it is time to seek the Lord till he come and rain righteousness upon you. So you have back to faith and patience with the Lord. You know what I'm saying? But if you don't break up your hollow ground, what's the thing we explain what will happen to you? Because verse 3 said, "He have plowed wickedness. He have reaped iniquity." So if you have break up a hollow ground and you have do the right thing, you're going to be reaping iniquity. And I'm saying this way Jake, the two-thirds, following the lead on them, reaping all the time. He have plowed wickedness.
You know what, that's heavy right there, brother, because I also let you know that, you know what? 2/3 deserve that judgment, because when you plow, you putting in work.
That's right.
These individuals actually put in work to be like, yo, buy this course.
That's right.
To defraud you. They put in work for that, man. They put in the work for that, man.
Right.
So now at the end of the day, when something happens, you can't say, yo, why this?
Right.
Why
Yo,
this?
also too, man. Another thing too, man. 9 to my 10, man. When you meet people in this world, they lying, bro.
Right.
They lying. They all capping. They lying. You know, you can't be confused. Oh, I have sex in 2 months, bro. They lying, brother. Yeah, they lying, brother. You know, chicks is coming from Charlotte. Chicks is coming from all over. Chicks is gunters, bro. You know, niggas lying about what they do. Niggas lying about, yo, I can help you get niggas lying, bro. They're lying, bro. 9 to my 10, bro. That's how you gotta look at it, man. You know?
Don't play with your mind like that.
Yup. They really not genuine. They're not sincere. They full of crap, man. You know?
Verse 15. He have plowed wickedness. He have reaped iniquity. He have eaten the fruits of lie, because thou didst trust in the ways, in thy ways.
Thou didst trust
In thy ways.
Read again.
Verse 15, he said, this is Hosea 10, verse 15, he said, he have plowed wickedness, he have reaped iniquity, he have eaten the fruits of lies, because thou didst trust in thy way, in the multitude of thy mighty men. Yeah, man, it's like you trust in this world, you know. So you're reaping lie, you're reaping iniquity, you're just doing a righteous plant, you know.
Yeah, man.
The seeds, corrupted seeds.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that is all you're doing, you know what I'm saying? That is for righteousness.
And that's why it's needed, man, to get a rebuke. Because like I said, if you're not coming around, brothers, you're gonna think this is not normal. It's more of them and less of us, but that's not normal life to live, bro. That's not normal, bro. That's not normal, man. That's real. Like, it's scary, man. There's people out here that's like that.
Yes.
You know.
Right.
You gotta be careful with your kids. You gotta be careful with everything, bro. You know, even a brother. You know. Yeah.
That was the pretty much.
Go out.
God, finishing off, I'm gonna go to 2 Maccabees 6 and 17. 2 Maccabees 6 and 17. But let this that we have spoken be for a warning unto us, and now will we come to the declaring of the matter a few words. Verse 18. Eleazar, one of the principal scribes, an aged man, and of a well-favored countenance, was constrained to open his mouth and to eat swine's flesh, right? And this is what they want to do. They want you to go against, right, the grain. They want you to break your integrity. And that's all what the heathens really want to do. Their main thing is to see, they get like, how you call that? They get their rocks off when they see the children of Israel go off. Right? Continuing on, verse 19. But he, choosing rather to die gloriously than to live strange with such an abomination. Right? But now look at 2023. King Crabs.
Right.
Right?
King Crabs.
Double stack of cheeseburger with bacon. Baconators. And this was a man that chose to die rather than be defiled with that. The moralities was different, and Esau has painted this action of eating swine's flesh or eating these abominable foods as, brushing the shoulder. Like, it's nothing.
He chose an honorable death.
Yeah.
Because he could have ate the pork. Nobody, He could have even act like he was eating pork.
Yeah.
Could have been a turkey sandwich. They could say, yo, just act like you're eating pork.
Yeah.
Act like you're getting a shot.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Yeah. But he chose rather to die gloriously than to live straight with an abomination.
Hey, but I just let you know, everybody doesn't die the same death. You have men that die gloriously, and you have men that just die. You know what I'm saying?
Shameful deaths as well.
And the Bible letting you know is different ways you would die. He said he wanted to die gloriously. You know, hey, Lord willing, Yahweh Shem Abashah, Bashim Kakadash, the Lord take our spirit away, we die gloriously. We died in the fight, we died in the Holy Spirit, you know?
Yeah, we should have died as gain,
Yup. Come on, what's up, brother? Peace. What's going on? Yeah?
Spit it forth and came of his own accord to the torment. Right? Verse 20, as it beloved them to come.
But what he do? He spit it out. And went right to get tortured. Went right to get tormented.
That's Eleazar.
Yeah. He could have ate that, Jay. He said, fuck it, man. This is what it is, man.
Right to the torment.
Because you understand that you pushing out a spirit, man.
Yeah.
You know? You pushing out, if this was Instagram, he would have been an influential Israelite.
Yeah. Wow.
You know?
Wow.
And you got brothers like ISUPK getting the jab on camera.
Yeah,
The French is on. We're getting the jab, bro.
with that with the boots.
You influential, bro. You know?
Yeah.
Hey, you gotta know your position. When you somebody in the Lord put you in position, you know brothers is watching you.
Right.
Yeah, God.
That brother bullshit. That brother don't be acting like that. Brother, bitch, I told you. Oh, this brother ground. This brother be what he say. And the brother ain't doing it because you there. That's what he do.
Right. What do you do?
You know? And push the spirit. Now, when you're chicken out loud, you know how to. Let your ass go fucking man. You in the doghouse. I told my man she was in the doghouse. She looked at me like, I'm in the doghouse. Sit your ass in the doghouse. I don't call her no B, because she ain't no B, but I did say she was a doghouse, which is like a B.
She tried to get our attention.
Huh? Yeah.
Continue on. Verse 20. As it beloved them to come that are resolute to stand out against such things as are not lawful for love of life, to be tested. Verse 21. But they that had the charge of the wicked feast, for the old acquaintance had with the man taken him aside, besought him to bring his flesh of his own provision, such as was lawful for him to use and make as if he did eat of the flesh taken from the sacrifice committed to the king.
Yeah, he was going to eat something righteous, but pretend that it was so they could push the influence of them eating pork.
That's right. Right.
Like a lot of these niggas, even Tyler the Creator. Now, the nigga might be a fucking sodomite, but all that Felicia the goat shit, that could be fake.
Exactly.
Yeah, the nigga probably just really into females, but I'm gonna put this, I'm gonna dress up and paint my nails and do all this shit, cause I'm gonna get money that way. And it pushes the influence of accepting that trend, you know, all that lifestyle. But he might not even be into that.
Right.
Just like Future.
You're gonna have certain situations where, for example, you're gonna have people that actually did take the jump shot, and guess what? It could have been water. But the point is, the influence was, oh, that person took it, so now I'll take it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You've had situations like that, man.
Yeah.
Oh, Lil Nas X.
Lil Nas X.
He say he not.
He's into females, right? But this is what I'm saying.
Into females?
But this is what that's the point that's being said inside the scriptures. You know, these guys are pretending to be. You don't know where they penis is really going. You know what I mean? But for the money, and for them to thrive, they'll do that, because to them it's like, well, it's a job.
Just like when people trolling. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people trolling, that's what they do. That's what a lot of people paid off like that. Listen, man, yo, Lil Nas X, yo, you may like females all you want. We want you to act like this.
Right.
You want to do it. All of a sudden you look at Lil Uzi Vert, you see how he gets getting worse and worse?
Yeah.
All of a sudden he went to that Rock Nation meeting, and all of a sudden he just got worse and worse. I turned a city girl to worship Satan. Like, you think they don't tell him what to do?
Right.
Whether he believe in it or not, do that. Get this tattoo. The point is he got to do the act.
Right.
Or at least they know he got a following, so act like you doing it.
Pretend it,
Pretend like you doing it.
Take care of
You might be paint all over your body. You know what I mean? Wash that shit up in the morning.
Exactly.
You know, but
You never know.
It's just pushing that. That's what they were doing in right there in that story.
Right.
They were like, yo, he
they
was
know
a
the power.
prominent dude. He was a prominent guy.
Yeah.
Eleazar was a high priest. He was prominent.
Unless you know they know the power of imagery and influence.
It's just like rap music.
Just fake it.
They don't even live that life they portray.
Future said that. He said, I don't even drink lean.
Yeah, man.
But he got his song, I'm on lean.
Mali Percocet. Mali Percocet.
You use it. You use it.
Remember Little John? Remember, he talked like that, but then he talked real intelligent in real life. But you gotta push a certain influence, man. We can finish off with that shit.
Verse 22, that in so doing he might be delivered from death, and for the old friendship with them find favor. Right? Verse 23, but he began to consider discreetly, and as became his age, and the excellency of his ancient years, and the honor of his gray hairs, whereunto he was come, and his most honest education from a child, or rather the holy law made and given by the Most High. Therefore he answered according, and willed them straight ways to send him to the grave.
Yeah, he basically told me, he'll kill me now. Get it over with.
Right.
You know? Get it over with. Take me out. You know what I'm saying? No, I'm not bending, I'm not breaking. You know? And that's how you gotta be, man.
That's right.
Because what you're gonna see is that most people, they cowards, man. These are the people that honestly, they shouldn't even talk to you.
Right.
They're not even on your level to have a conversation with you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, most people that you're gonna meet, they don't stand for nothing.
That's a fact.
You know, a lot of these females, they go up in the abortion clinic, kill their babies.
Yeah.
What do they really stand for?
Exactly.
Yeah.
You can't even talk to me.
Exactly.
I don't care how good you look.
Right.
You don't got no
Yeah.
morals.
Right. Yeah. Kill your own son, your own child.
Yeah.
Kill your own child.
But you out here having sex. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Verse 24. For it becometh not our age, said he in any wise, to dissemble, whereby many young persons might think that Eleazar, being 80 years old and 10, were now gone to a strange religion.
Right. So many young people would have seen that Eleazar would have been 90 years old. And man, that nigga bugged out, that nigga old, man, he forgot the ways, man. You know, but he knew these young guys was watching him.
Right.
You know, you gotta promote a certain vibration to
Right.
these young men.
Right.
You know, because guess what? A man don't know how to move without a father.
Right.
You know, you're not a good king if you ain't a soldier.
Right.
You wasn't led by somebody. Everybody was led by somebody.
Right.
You know, even Saul. Saul was leading. King David. You know, everybody was led by somebody.
I think Priest Rahab, you shared a beautiful image of Polo G with that dude synonymous with this guy from Memphis, Ja Morant. The nigga looked just like him in the video.
Yeah.
He looked just like him, so that played a part in why he do the thing with his teeth and hold a gun in the side of his head and go to the strip club. And I kid you not, he reminded me of King Von and that Polo G thing. Like, that's what he looked like.
Yeah, but that's why Esau put the YouTube videos out, because those are the new portraits. Those are the new iconoclasms.
Yeah.
These are the icons.
Yeah.
You know, Kanye. These are the icons. When you see these dudes that dress, they wearing the Kanye shoes because they emulating him.
Right.
You know, they wearing the Ja Morant sneakers because they emulating him.
Right.
You know, they might even try to do some of the moves he's doing, and they not even qualified to do the moves.
Right.
I remember when I was a little kid, it was I'm doing the fadeaway.
Right.
Niggas not qualified to do the fadeaway, but they was doing it.
The AI crossover.
Yeah. Niggas trying to jump in the free throw line knowing damn well they can't make a layup.
Yep.
You know?
That's a fact.
Niggas doing the jelly, trying to do Kyrie spinning the ball.
Yeah.
You ever play ball with somebody like that? Trash. But you trying to play like, you influence.
Yeah. I ain't gonna lie.
And everybody you see here, they're all influenced by other people.
Exactly. That's why there's no free will, man.
Like the Black Paul Bart, that nigga's influenced. He got a demon on him, bro.
Yeah, whatever he be watching.
He got a demon on him, bro.
He got a
You know what I'm saying?
National security.
She tried to switch up the rules. She said, you didn't buy nothing from the mall. She said, she said, is there a reason why y'all parked here? I said, yeah, before we come outside, we go to the mall, you know, we get something to eat, and then we come over here. We paying customers.
Yeah.
She said, well, technically, you're not in the mall. I said, but I spend money in here.
Right.
I'm a person, I got the receipts. She said, okay. She says, but what did he tell you what time you have to leave? I said, well, the mall don't close at 6 o'clock. So he said, trying to start wrapping it up like around 5:30. She's like, okay, well, just go by whatever he told you. I said, but you was out here when he said that. I said, all right. She wanted me to go back and forth. Then the mall cop came over with the citation. Get out of here, man. Yeah. I ain't even acknowledge him, you know what I'm saying? You know? That's it.
We're just talking about that.
Yeah, want attention.
All that wicked stuff going on, they let that slide.
Nah, when the Lord, but the Lord might put a demonic shooter, a mall shooter.
The nigga did come to Cumberland. We don't know where his final destination would have been. The nigga made it from here to Cumberland, bro. Right? Like, well, out of all places, we already know this nigga there. Yo, where that guy, man?
Yo. Yeah. So, we're gonna wrap up this.
Verse 25. And so they, through my hypocrisy and desire to live a little time and a moment longer, should be deceived by me. And I get...
Because he's an influencer.
Yeah.
So by him eating the meat, they could be deceived by him and say, yo, Ja Morant did it. Eleazar did it. You know? Now, I could carry a gun and be walking around the house, blowing my fucking head off, spazzing out, shooting myself in the foot. You know what I'm saying?
You understand? Yeah. So he chose to die, so that in him doing that, that's because if he didn't, and he want to live a little longer and eat, that's really deceiving them young kids that's watching.
Yeah, because they're going to choose life over trials and tribulations.
Right.
It's just like
Hey, like the scripture says, any man that will save his life is going to lose it.
Right.
You know?
Remember the one I was talking about the banana? He said, steal it, man. You know, some chance to
Banana,
steal it.
And that's an influencer.
Right.
Yep. Yeah.
It says, longer should be deceived by me, and I get a stain to my old age.
See?
And
So,
they-
hold up. So if he gets a stain on his old age, then what does that mean? That means it's blotted. You're not pure.
Worthless life.
Can you imagine having a white garment and have a big ass black ink mark in the middle of your chest
90 years, white garment, just to get to 90 and just
and just get a stain?
Like it was
Right?
a sneer on his face.
Right, because you want to live longer. You got stage 4 cancer. They telling you, yo, take this chip. It's gonna fight the cancer for you with the nanobots.
Right.
Bro, I just gotta go, man.
You already lived your life. Yeah.
that's it.
What I'm gonna live my life for? To live in a goddamn elderly home?
See all your kids die.
None of my kids gonna come see me?
Don't see you.
Anyway. The fuck? Yeah.
And to make it abominable.
Uh-huh.
Verse 26, for the present time, I shall be delivered from the punishment of men, yet should I not escape the hand of the Almighty. Neither
Hey, like the scripture says, it's a fearful thing to fall into the hands of the Most High.
man.
That's the truth.
Satan, look, last week we came out here 2 weeks after the incident, no problem.
Yep.
But Satan always gonna always.
Every time we park the car, they just happen to go by. I'm like,
He gonna always.
Yep.
He gonna always. But hey, who gonna be there for them when that time comes?
exactly.
You know?
Crazy, yeah.
You summoning me over.
Yeah.
You ain't doing shit. You know? You stop. You trying to.
disturbing the Lord's
Yeah.
word.
You playing. Come here, nigga. She look at brothers. She probably attracted to brothers. She don't know how to say it.
know how to say it.
She look at brothers like you a nigga.
Yeah.
You know, she making 14, 13, 50 an hour.
The female that pick on you really they like you.
You know? Yeah.
Escape the hand of the Almighty, neither alive nor dead. So you ain't gonna escape the Lord. You over here trying to save your life from men's life, but you're not gonna escape the hand of the Almighty.
And I let you know that you can get judgment in the spiritual realm.
Right.
He said neither alive or dead.
Dead.
I mean, you can get judgment. You will come back with 5 eyes. Bang.
Damn.
You know? You'll come out, your stomach will be outside your body. You know, since you wanted to eat that pork.
Yeah.
You know? Hey, you don't know why niggas be getting judged, bro. But Eliezer breaking it down. Yo, you get judged in life or after death.
Right.
You don't think Biggie gonna get judged for what he said?
Yes.
The 10 crack commandments, you put that energy out there.
Yeah.
You turn my commandments into drug dealing? Bro, you know that dude probably gonna be booming. His tongue gonna be in his ear when he come back out. You know, he might have 2 tongues coming out through the ear. Yeah.
It says, verse 27, wherefore now, manfully, changing this life, I will show myself such in one as my age requireth.
Right. And then he said pretty much, I'm gonna die to prove that the Lord kept me alive for this main decision.
Wow, that's powerful.
I lived this long to make this power move.
Wow. Yeah.
I ain't lived this long to enjoy life at 90. What the fuck I have to do? This is why my whole life was about.
Right.
This is the moment.
Right.
You know? This is the moment. 90 years old. Yeah. Fuck your goddamn pig. Give my kid up. You know?
I lived my life just for this moment.
I'm gonna be the disgruntled old Gunther. I'm gonna be the disgruntled righteous brother. Yeah. Goddamn almost fucking trans robot. Come here.
It's like that old dude. He was doing a video, and there was a bunch of drag queens there.
Oh, yeah, remember that?
He said, "No,
I can't do this.
He said, "I can't do
I
this.
can't
shit.
do this. That
This
shit
is
was
wrong."
Yeah.
He walked off the stage.
Oh, yeah.
Because if the old has accepted, then the new dude's gonna accept it, bro.
Old heads, they ain't accepted.
Yeah.
It's the new age dads that's accepted. The Dwayne Wade dads.
Yeah.
I gotta move out of Florida because it's not safe. Shut your ass up.
Defend our righteousness, how Eliezer was, yo. He defend righteousness, yo.
28. And leave a noble example to such as be young to die willingly.
See, he left an example. Can somebody get the word example? And we're gonna end it off with that, man. This is an example. You know, you don't quit. You don't take the cop out. No, you don't take a plea deal. You don't take a proffer agreement. You deal with your sentence, bro. If Esau brave enough to kill you, then do it.
Right.
You got an example?
Yeah, come. Example in the etymology. An instance typical of a class, a model, either good or bad, action or conduct as an object of imitation. Like you brought out earlier, that the image of the Lord, imitating the Lord, that sculpture, that outline. An example to be avoided, a sample, a cautionary tale, a sample, a specimen, an image, a portrait, a pattern.
Pattern. So you got to show those patterns.
Right.
Continual patterns. That's good behavior.
Hey, can somebody give me pattern etymology?
Good behavior, good habits, cut off old habits, right? That's the good pattern and the good example.
Pattern is an outline plan, a model, an original proposed but imitation.
An outline plan. And what was already outlined? What was the pattern that was given?
Eleazar was outlined. That was outlined. That was outlined. You know, you think about it's a spiritual coloring book.
Yes, that's why we tell Jake, pick your pants up. Yes. That spirit started with one rapper, and now the whole, you notice that, right? Probably in the 70s, there wasn't a pants down thing. Jake was dressing up a little
Jake
bit
was
more.
dressed up.
Right.
70s
Now,
it was up here.
yeah, now you pick his pants up. But now, due to the pattern and outline of these rappers, niggas be having their ass shown, bro. That shit is,
And you know you live in a damn sodomite.
And you living in the sodomite city. Yeah.
Johnson, finishing the last verse. And courageously for the honorable and holy laws. And when he said these words, immediately he went to the torment.
Well, he wanted to go get taught. I can see him 90 years old. Y'all better not do it. You know?
Gave him that swamp flesh.
Brother had the fridges on, probably walking brolic. You know, and them other dudes probably like, it had to be a young lion in the crowd. Niggas want to be like Mike. I want to be like Eliezer. Eliezer.
I want to be like
If I could be like Eliezer. Be like Eliezer.
That was a grammatical walk of righteousness right there. Like,
Yo, you know that shit.
Eliezer.
You know that shit ripple effects.
Yeah, like
in Israel.
Yeah, I know.
One day.
to this very day, we be reading about it.
Try us
For these laws.
Try us right now.
This very day, we reading about it. You know it's
the sons of Sheba, you know? They
Right,
went
the
out.
sons, yeah.
Hey, you see how I keep saying manfully? And when the mother spoke to them, she said it with a manfully stomach.
Yep.
Right? So,
hey. Stirred up a womanish to a man.
Keep reading, brother.
Okay, bring it. Now, continuing on. 2 Maccabees 6. 2 Maccabees chapter 6.
Niggas making up rules as they go. We paying customers, bro.
Right? Exactly. It's like sharks. They like,
looking for any little thing.
But we paying customers. You gonna tell somebody, because if I walked over here talking to my friend,
Exactly.
I'm a paying customer. You gonna talk my shit, nigga?
Exactly.
You
You gonna fuck around and get fired over your little corny ass job.
I don't know what
Got
I
people that go in there, then go all the way to the whole other side. You
Right.
don't say nothing to them.
Right.
Yeah.
Continuing on. Verse 29. That they that led him, changing the goodwill, they bear him a little before into hatred.
Right, so the guys that was acting like they was cool with Eliezer are like, nah, man, yo, you can try to eat it. He's a heathen.
Right.
Now you got all this words for me. I do it like this, man. Now the real energy came back. You know? The real slave master energy came back. Kill him now. Yeah.
Because the foresaid speeches proceeded. Wow, because it's the speech that he spoke.
Right.
So now, hey, we just read, your words is better than the gift.
Yep.
So now he spoke those words, and those words is going to travel.
Hey, so really, what he gave from other young men was a gift.
Gift.
That was a gift.
That's a gift.
You know, courage. You know, not breaking your, being, having a certain morality about you. You know, a lot of dudes don't got morals, bro.
Right.
You know?
Right.
Tell his brother, yo, man, I might got a chick lined up. I got a brother. I told him, hey, bro, listen. She gonna have to get dubbed. His brother. But his brother brought me in the truth. What she gonna bring you into?
Nothing. Nothing.
So at the end of the day, even my rib, she might say, oh, then you gonna go, yup. These are brothers that keep me mentally stable. Yup. Though you gonna give me some good sex and you know, but that doesn't keep me mentally stable in this crazy ass world. You know? Yeah.
It says, as they thought from a desperate mind.
Yeah.
Verse 30. But when he was ready to die with stripes, he groaned and said,
This is words. This is on record. The angel's writing it down. This is the. He lived 90 years, but this is the most important part of his life. The words that he about to say right here. That means that everything else didn't mean shit.
Right. Wow.
This is what was recorded, highlighted. His works do follow him because of this right here. Good.
He groaned and said, it is manifest it's manifest that whereas I might have been delivered. No, Shalaki. Let me read that again. Verse 30. But when he was ready to die with stripes, he groaned and said, it is manifest unto the Lord that have the holy knowledge.
Right, he said, yo, it's shown, the Lord knows everything that's going on right here. He knows everything, so if the Lord wanted to save me, he would have created a lane for me to be saved. Yeah.
That whereas I might have been delivered from death,
I might have been delivered from death. Yeah.
I now endure sore pains in body by being beaten, but in soul am well content to suffer these things because I fear him.
Damn. So he said in the body, yeah, it hurt, but he said I'm content because I'm serving him, the Almighty. You know, and the angels recorded that.
Wow.
That was heavy, man.
That brought out with the pain.
And that's a 90-year-old man speaking.
Right.
Not no 90-year-old nigga just talking about a bunch of nothing.
Right.
He dying for something. A glorious death.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Verse 31. And thus this man died, leaving his death for an example of a noble courage and a memorial of virtue, not only unto young men, but unto all his nation.
All Israel.
All his nation.
Everybody wants spiritual powers. They said it was a virtue.
Right.
Hey, the guillotine, that's spiritual powers right there.
Right.
That's
Being
spiritual
able to
power.
die for the truth.
Lord.
For the Lord.
Yeah.
He left that spiritual template, yo.
That's spiritual power. That's
Today we read it. We get that.
yeah. We can tap back into that.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, because at the end of the day, you know what is life if you ain't willing to die for it?
Right.
You know, it's funny. It's crazy because what is life if you ain't willing to die for it?
Yep.
You gotta be willing to die for this thing you call life and that you love so much. If you really love life, then you're gonna honor the person that gave you life. And you're gonna rather die for him than to ask you what he gave you.
Right.
You know? Hey man, we're gonna face the east. Hey, we'd like to give infinity honor to our Lord and Savior.
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, B'Kach, B'Dash.
Hey, double honors to the apostles and elders of GMS. Salutations to you brothers that's doing the truth sincerely and not for vainglory. Big up to the house of Dawud Dad, the man, woman, and children, man.
That's right.
With that being said, come here, Shalom. Come here, Shalom. Come here, Shalom. Shalom.
And big up to Priest Malakbar.
Big up to Priest Malakbar. I love you, brother. Shalom.
Allah, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, B'Kach, B'Dash. All right.
Allah